Are you confused whether you should pull for Varka, or is he just another overhyped character that's not worth your primogems? With so many insane characters coming in the next banners, it's getting harder than ever to decide where to spend your pulls. Today, we're breaking down Varka, Flins, Skirk, and Escoffier, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly who you should pull for, and who you should definitely skip. Let's first talk about the upcoming banner schedule. In Phase 1, we have Varka, a new 5-star Anemo Claymore user, and Flins. And in Phase 2, we have Skirk and Escoffier. So basically, both phases are stacked with powerful characters, and for most players, especially F2P and low spenders, you probably can't afford all of them. That's why making the right decision here is super important. Let's start with the most hyped one, Varka. According to current leaks and rumors, Varka is not a super strong DPS. His damage is said to be around 80 to 100k DPS with his premium team, which is decent, but not insane. In today's meta, when we have monsters like Nuvolette, Arlecchino, Skirk, and Flins, being just decent is not really enough to justify spending 180 pulls. The important thing to remember though, this is not final. Varka is not officially released yet, so he can still get buffed before launch. Hoyoverse has done this many times in the past, so if you're a Varka fan, there's still hope. But the bigger problem with Varka is his team dependency. Rumors say that his premium team requires Durin and Venti, and let's be real, most players do not have Durin, and some don't even have Venti. So if you don't own both of them, Varka's performance drops a lot, which means no Durin or no Venti, then skip Varka. Have one or both may be worth considering. Right now, Varka feels more like a luxury character for whales or hardcore fans, not a must-pull for the average player. Now let's talk about the safest option in these banners, Flins. Flins is currently one of the top meta DPS units in the entire game. He deals insane damage, works in many teams, and most importantly, he is F2P friendly. He doesn't require crazy limited supports, he doesn't need constellations, and he performs well even with F2P weapons. This already makes Flins one of the best pulls for any account. And unlike Varka, we already know his full kit and numbers, so there's no risk, no guessing, no maybe he'll be buffed. Flins is simply guaranteed value. And if you already have Columbina or Inefa, then Flins becomes an even higher priority. Those characters synergize extremely well with him, pushing his damage to crazy levels and making him even more future-proof. So, in summary, new player, pull Flins. F2P player, pull Flins. Already have Columbina or Inefa, definitely pull Flins. He's basically the safest investment in these banners. Now, let's talk about Phase 2, which is Skirk and Escoffier. Skirk is also a top-tier DPS. Her damage numbers are insane, and she can easily compete with the best characters in the game. However, there's a big problem. Skirk is not F2P friendly at all. She requires limited 5-star supports, especially Farina and Escoffier. Without these characters, Skirk's damage drops heavily, and she feels very incomplete. So Skirk is more like risky for F2P players. Now about Escoffier. Escoffier is basically only reliable in freeze teams, and the problem is, freeze teams outside of Skirk are currently weak. Most freeze comps struggles in modern endgame contents, so pulling Escoffier without Skirk is almost pointless. You can follow the pair rule. Pull Skirk only if you have Escoffier. Pull Escoffier only if you have Skirk. They are a package deal. If you have neither Skirk nor Escoffier, then honestly, skip both. Instead, invest your primogems into someone like Flins, who works perfectly without expensive supports. So, let's wrap everything up. Firstly, the Varka situation. Right now, Varka looks pretty weak compared to the other options. He's not bad, but he's not amazing either, and his team requirements are very strict. However, since he's not officially released yet, he could get buffed at any moment, so things might change. Now, who should you pull for? If you want the safest and strongest option, pull for Flins. If you have Skirk or Escoffier, pull for the other. If you don't have premium supports, skip Varka and Skirk. If you're a hardcore Varka fan, pull anyway and pray for buffs. And finally, remember this. At the end of the day, Genshin is a fun game. Meta changes, numbers change, and power creep always happens. So if you love a character's design, story, or personality, just pull for whoever you enjoy, because no amount of meta will ever beat having fun with your favorite character.